And so in your instance, those first interviews you went to, what was that like coming in and not knowing how you compared to your peers, and knowing if you were doing well in these interviews or what you should really focus on in terms of your strengths?
Well, so it's first off, I had an impossible time getting an interview,
Oh,
right? So
really?
yes, because I had like a PhD
You're a
when I would,
doctor.
yeah, but it's not on the right field, right? So when I was applying to data science, they all wanted computer science PhD, right? And I'm like, well, I taught myself, like, I don't have like proper credentials. Again, I don't have like a university that says like, yes, can
Mm,
do
mm,
this.
mm, 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 mm.
I've published code, but like that doesn't really come across in industry. So I got my first like real data science interview just by asking someone about a boot camp they had done.
Okay,
Like
so
I didn't even,
networking
yeah,
essentially.
I had given up on being a data scientist. I was like, you know what?
I
I can't
hate
do
hearing
this.
that. No, I hate that. I can't tell you. I just finished having a meeting with recruiters at my company to say the way that you word these job descriptions is turning away a ton of candidates coming out of school. And oh, by the way, my degree is in quantum physics. It's not in computer engineering. I was just a script kiddie, as they call them. So hacking away on Python, which I taught myself as well. And so at the end of the day, scientists think out of the box. They think very differently than computer engineers. Computer engineers, as we've had other guests talk about, are very binary. They're very, ones and zeros. I'm not saying all of you before I have an uproar of people saying, I think out of the box and I'm a computer engineer. I get that. But largely speaking, I work with a ton of computer engineers at Microsoft and they're fantastically smart. However, I think there is this unique skill set that comes from scientists who work in medical arts or who work in the sciences because you just have to think differently. Like you said, you had to think about things that weren't done yet and come up with a way as part of your PhD to state it out and then go find the data and go support it and build it. And here we are. And so in your unique case, I hear your story and I'm like, I wish I could go back in time with you and be like, no, you are ready. Tell this story. If they don't want you, they suck, frankly. So tell me about your first, finally, so you get this opportunity, you network, coming out of that, which by the way, do you find that that's a tremendous resource in that network? Because that's how you got that first interview?
Yeah, and it's so funny because um, the way it happened was almost serendipitous. Like I again because I had given up already.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even focused about the job. So the person worked at Canadian Tire, but had also done a boot camp that I was interested in. And the questions I asked were more about how did you like the boot camp, And he was like, yeah, I thought it was great, cool. And a couple weeks later, he says, by the way, we're hiring,
I
and my
love
manager is interested in your background.
You see? Oh, that's brilliant. I got goosebumps, honestly, because that is how so many connections come together that people don't realize. Like, don't go to that boot camp and be a jerk. Don't go to that boot camp and sit on your computer and not do the boot camp, engage and participate.